Not for you, change. Not for you, yeah, just say. You never tell me that this is your front, like the camera belt was left, the right side, the higher, so I just the leg of the tripod on the right hand side. You update the results. Not to confirm that the results for the slide has been updated.
Dr. Mrs. Sarah Carter. She said, predominant. The result, it has been updated. What will it go? What will it tell me? Repeat your share as a sportsman. The last person to make is Dr. Mrs. Sarah. She is the man commissioner for the race. Back to Queen ASA as the great king. Of course, the central referee will be
and also your antenna is careful, adjust the back there, or change my wire and okay, not the back.
Victor Alpha.
We call it the Zach.
Yeah.
Of course, the Zach referee will be Willie.
And Alpha.
This will be the officiating officials
for this
small first day of the KFP.
Now, look on that, look, it's not starting program. Wait on. You see?
Dofu.
Oboladi Johnson Arena, strictly play as sponsors, 2005. Today is Friday again. Today now Friday now, today now. Yes, it's okay now, it's okay now. You make a project. Or let me call the secretary. We don't go there. Call the secretary, I say this is yes, yes, it's okay, it's okay. Hello, sir. This thing never. Hello, the cameraman they say they don't allow mental stadium, so they say match for them. No problem, sir. Thank you very much. They postpone now or they just cancel. Okay. Is it? And I in the show. I in the show. Hello? Yeah, okay, you hear me? Yeah,
So that time say they don't do one turn. They once they pass out.
No, they swap. They switch before they play at the pool.
So that time they do like
yeah, they always do. I just call them now that it's like no worries. How much? Yeah, you're going out from the
They don't find me doing that.
scouting. Our number one Nigeria. That's what we need.
iPhone, sir.
Come, Richard.
Players are already out. Looking fit and ready for this small counter. And for home team to go with Mr. 31, we will have Infus. Just number 20. 25, Eket is in. 5, Resting. Outright is on the 17. Just number 29, Outbound. Maxwell. Just number 21, John Bishop.
Why Tom dey fear to enter field?
Just number 6, striker.
We're getting set for the match day 3 opening fixture for today, the last of the Group A. These two sides only playing for passion, nothing to fight for. The elimination confirmed with a win for Sporting Supreme yesterday against the Supreme King. Confirmed their qualification automatically to play final on Sunday after winning 2 out of 2. These two sides tasted defeats on the match day 1 fixture respectively to the hands of Sporting Supreme both, securing Sporting Supreme final ticket on Sunday to await their opponent from Group B. As it stands, these two sides are only playing for passion and for a better ending of this Super 8 to possibly finish well on the log table in Group A. No matter the scoreline of these two sides, the heart of the Super 8 are ready to start packing their bag and baggages after this game. Any of these two sides who as well have interest to continue the process of watching this game live here at the Eket Township Stadium, we'll still have the best of access as well to continue the payment where they lodge and have the best of time to still enjoy the Super 8 till the final stage on Sunday. But as it stands now, they're done with Super 8 qualification dream. Kwara FA in the blue and blue up against the Supreme King, who lost not only yesterday to Sporting Supreme by 2-1. A sensational strike from Moise Adeleke after seeing Sporting Supreme come from a goal down to win 2-1. We only have the best of time as well to play in this game. John Mezak is the man who scored the opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. They'll have another time to still see how they can just push for a better ending to take something meaningful back home at the end of this tournament. To just see have the best of time to analyze one of the best of result for these two sides. We hope they will finish as a possible runner-up in Group A after the dream to finish to fight for the top position in Group A ends by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee will stay away his player an advantage. Supreme King, who are desperate to strike first. They scored first against Sporting Supreme yesterday. They may want to open the scoring quaking in this game. All eyes as well will be on Wahid Said, who was brilliant in their opening fixture against Sporting Supreme with numbers of good save made in goal as the number 1 choice for Kwara FA, Wahid Said. Okago Chinaya trying to win by John Mezak. Fast in by referee, which will be advantage Kwara FA's way. Hamada Babatunde now for Kwara FA to see how they can just push their first attack in this game. Sweeps that wall, and the defender have the best of options to reconcile that and reconnect that wall. Foul is surely going to be for a free kick. pushing out with the best of confidence to still play. The Supreme King are having the ball possession to keep in the way. They had it good as well against Sporting Supreme yesterday, dominating all the half. For Sporting Supreme are able to come back better in the second half to dominate all through and be able to seal their 3-point over the Supreme King. All struggle in the second half to play. They were better all through half time, being able to find the back of the net with just the goal. Summer Sunday, as is Sadiq. Summer Sunday game. No foul seen by referee at the end is given for Supreme King's advantage for a goal kick. Right into see how they can just push this game with the best of confidence to just approach and see how they can just end their Super 8 journey. And just to fight for any glory again, but just to play with passion and dignity of the club to as well finish as a possible runner-up at the end of the 90 of this game. After the confirmation of Sporting Supreme victory yesterday, sealed their final ticket on Sunday. First touch looks beautiful from Summer Sunday. So recuperated by Ian Acho August time. For the Supreme King to come forward. No way to go pass. Camera retrieved though. Fawaz Zakaria, captain of the side, has been fantastic as well in this game despite a disappointing outing in the opening fixture against Sporting Supreme. The captain has really been showing a much leadership in the middle of the area for the Kwara FA. Leadership, ball control, and little reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime C. Antoni. Albert Marvelous. Jaime C. again. Antoni restarting back with Adeleke Olabisi. Good set piece of touch of football, excellently done by Supreme King. We're pushing with desperation to strike first in this game after having it good against Sporting Supreme yesterday as well. They're looking more good and with a lot of ambition and mission as well to open the scoring and put themselves first time in front in this game after striking first as well against Sporting Supreme yesterday, despite having a disappointing game at the end of the 90. Aziz Sadiq, Kwara FA opportunity with Summer Sunday. No foul is given by a referee, always play on advantage, Supreme King. Hold on, show up this time by Albert Marvelous. Antoni. That should be a foul. No call is given, surprised by a referee. Nice player on which Kwara FA regained back quickly. As they still finding it difficult to penetrate the back line of the Supreme King at the moment. They're yet to cause any threat of attack to test goalkeeper. You are minus in goal for the Supreme King. Number one choice goalkeeper was as well in goal against Sporting Supreme yesterday. Forward Zakaria, captain fantastic, leading perfectly well in the middle of the area, controlling the middle park of the Kwara FA. This is Samuel Sunday. The center forward wants to go forward. Doing that alone at the moment, beating 1-2 to Aziz Sadiq. Cross from the left back, still in advantage. Good thinking this time between Muhyiddin Yunusa and his own teammate, but the cross, that should be a foul. Free kick it will be. Advantage Kwara FA. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. Yunusa decides to shoot himself. And that was just a straight attempt on goal. Welcomed by minus. That is out of play for Tro Kwara FA's advantage. Calmly done by the defender, and finally settled for goal kick. Reflecting well with the best of confidence to just still push well into this game. Handball is going to be for Supreme King's advantage. It's a question of surgeons there, which is not in Amdo Kudu's satisfaction. Amda Kudus, who is asking the assistant referee why the call is against him. Supreme King's advantage quickly taken with a short one. One shot on Tadia Teach from the ball side. That is really, really close. Goal kick at the end. Almost push for another promising attack. Still providing one of the best of football feelings and pushing out the best of hope of securing the best result for this outing, which nothing is to the fight for. Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. There was another handball seen by a referee. They pushy more in attack down the Kwara FA in this game, tormenting the back line of the Kwara FA in search for the goal. The player is booked for that. Intentional handball. Crab it out to just affect the feelings of this game. He's still really looking at a good mindset. As it stands now, it's still in question of how the breakthrough of this game will surely come, as the Supreme King had really been slightly better with ball possession in the advantage. Supreme King will have opportunity to come forward now. They've really been having the best of time to enjoy themselves all in the half. Foul in from the center circle, free kick it will be. Another yellow card is shown, this time by center referee. This time is the Kwara FA player being booked. FA opportunity, this time inside the box area of the Unisar with another second attempt from the outside box area, widely strike, goal kick. Having the best of time to reflect well into space. And demonstrating more. Encouraging the best of football feelings and still having the best of time to play. Starting back with goalkeeper this time, who is only tested once so far. Spread start to the middle. Shania having the best of time to keep the midfield safe and secure for the Supreme King at the moment in support of Ian Archer God's time. Really keeping the middle of the area well secure for the Supreme King's advantage to dominate and have the best of time to control themselves, have the best of ball composure and control in the middle. Another yellow card is to be shown by center referee, this time for the second time. It's the captain of the side, Kwara Zakaria, to become the second player of the Kwara FA to be booked in this game. Kwara Zakaria. Free kick given, Supreme King's advantage. Shot on taking. Got time, Ianacho. Messi. Flips to the middle, not really the best of communication, and the best decision made by the defender. Michael promised to settle for a throw, which will be Kwara FA's advantage. Michael promise will have the best of time to control the back line. He had an extra of a better display yesterday. John Mesak. It's an offside call this time on Kaugu Chinea. Despite the domination and possession of this game in advantage of the Supreme King, we only had a shot on target with 20 minutes of football played already. A shot on target as well from Kwara FA. We're still having a struggling half to play, given the best of ball possession in advantage of the Supreme King. We're keeping the right of this game in their way. Time of attempting football feasibility from this two sides, who are still looking for just their breakthrough. Calmly controlled well by Flowers, who had not really been having pressure to please, really been having good time to express himself without under pressure. Captain of the side for the Kwara FA. Fast trolley will be for Kwara FA's advantage. Kwara FA may introduce a fresh leg into this half quickly. May just be the introduction of Adam Saeed. He's warming up from the touchline to possibly be introduced any moment from now from the bench of the Kwara FA. As is Sadiq. Shikaria. Hamada Kudus. Defender breaks her forward. The best of options was made to take the risks from that long range. And Hamada Kudus have to come back quickly to his number position as a centre back for the Kwara FA. Is being paired alongside the energetic man in the back line of the Kwara FA, Latif Yusuf. I've really been having the best of time to control the back line of the Kwara FA, but was unable to stop full force attack of Sporting Supreme in the match day one. Was as well as Claw. So close to score. The equalizer to level up against Sporting Supreme on the match day one with numbers of chances they were able to create in that game. Just quite unfortunate. It was just an unlucky day for them to have the breakthrough for the second time in that game to share scores. So Sporting Supreme were able to escape through with just 2-1 difference. Latif Yusuf. Almost a well measured pass to locate Samuel Sunday, who is as well from an offside position. First reaction there from Hua Minors to how about Marvelous? As is Sadi complaining to the center referee, already have a tough jersey from the pulling of Oamesi and Tony, which the center referee sees nothing wrong with that. Side at the Ribi Way. Samuel Sunday, support bar as is Sadiq again. It's still not the best of release of pass for Samuel at the Ribi Way. Will have to just manage to touch the ball for a throw. Both sides still patiently waiting for the breakthrough of this game. It's the last group game. Surely have nothing to push out for. Kwara FA are preparing double substitutions quick to this halftime. Sadiq The left back was with a mission and determination to go for goal from that range. Some of his players are expecting cross, and the delivery from the left back this time did not switch perfectly well to locate any of his own teammate. Goes out for a direct attempt of goal. Double substitutions still being well prepared by the fourth official. The Kwara FA making early substitutions into this game. You've not really seen the best of act of attack from Amada, who had really been pocket well by the back line of the Supreme King in this game. There is a player down in pain at the moment for Supreme King. As the substitution is ready to be made, it may just be the last taste of the game for Muhyiddin Yunusa, who is surely going to be making way for the introduction of Adam Sahid. Babatunde as well. He's going to be making way for Akim Sonny. What a chance, what a strike, the post to the rescue. Itual, that was almost close for Kwara FS breakthrough on the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes first again from another long range. From another possible shooting position, this time the center back as well, trying to show his physicality of strength to shoot from every available range. Amada Kudus. Just really close on the top of the crossbar deny. Kwara FS breakthrough. Horizon back. Mr. Referee heavily towards of encouragement and as well a time of reducing the tense of this game for goalkeeper Iwo Miners, who is the first choice goalkeeper in goal for Kwara FA in this game. Latif Yusuf will have to restart it as he started from the left hand side. The left back Ari having the best of time to overlap forward to join the attack and play forward. Quadri Ahmed. Good exchange of passes between Quadri and his own teammate. Adaribigwe Said. Now to the right hand side to restart with Fawaz in the middle. Latif as well have to drop into the middle, captain off for a push of attack. Good exchange of passes, excellently done by Kwara FA, but now they lose out the ball position. Wins quickly by Samuel Sunday. Fawaz Zakaria looking for options this time. Decides to use Said, who flips out to the right hand side. They're now getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Just a straight attempt to goalkeeper's hand. Kwara FA are now having the best of time to enjoy themselves and show their best of style of football. Samo Sunday. Ahmed. Still the best of crossbars. And the Ribi Bay was expected to shoot from that range himself. Still decided to release. Was expecting him to make a shot himself and tries his luck himself from a possible shooting range. Quadri Ahmed. Some top players in the world will have decided to shoot that himself. Likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Wanner Richard have decided to go for goal from that possible range. Just close to the edge of the box area. Retired at the age of 17 years due to a long-time injury. Wanner Richard plays for Kada FA in Kaduna. Had 15 red cards, 14 own goals, and after retired at the age of 17 years before joining broadcasting team as a media man, having the best of his talents and exposure in the streaming department as a media man. What a chance. That was not really well struck by Quadri Ahmed. His coach as well furious with him, expecting him to make that attempt himself. Loaded eye. Gifted out back. As a Sadiq. Native Yusuf put his side into a big problem now to allow the Supreme King to match the attack now. Ola BC. Now still the best of cross, well dealt to it, but it's still in advantage of Kwara FA. Ball advantage, says referee, with Samo Sunday. No time to go past Micah Promise this time. Yana Cho got time. Eket go Chinaya. Who are minus? Michael Promise again will have to try to relaunch another attack forward. Blocks by his own teammate for a reflection of Kwara FA to regain back the ball possession for themselves to now still push for attack. Only one man inside the box here expecting the cross. And it wins Kwara FA throw. At the moment, there is another player down at the moment for the Supreme King Adeleke Olabisi. Like cats there. Kwara FA still have the right to play at the moment. Forwards trust one this time. Exchange well with his own teammates. Summer Sunday had really been everywhere on the field of play so far in this game for the Kwara FA. And he sweeps over long ball this time to the right hand side. Not really well locating Quadri Ahmed. Forward run into attack. They may be desperate for more. Keep door this time. It's a lovely cross deliver this time, still too high for his own teammate. From Habab, marvelous strike. Encouraging word to play. No call of a foul is given by referee where he's playing. Tamler is starting well. Good touch of football, excellently done this time by the Supreme King. It's a closed off from the defender this time. As is Sadiq, who did not give that kind of high room of easiness for the center forward to go past him. Supreme King will have the time to come forward, and too much for John Mesak. Whiteside had not really been under threat so far in this game. He was absolutely busy all through the 90 against Sporting Supreme on the match day one. Into this game seems to have a well-coordinated backline, not really given that kind of breathing space or attempt for the Supreme King in this game, who had really had just 2 shots on target, which was just straight to the goalkeeper's hand. 2 shots on target as well from Kwara FA, having one of the best attempts as well. It's the top of the crossbar. Both sides still looking for the precious breakthrough before halftime, possibly. Michael Promise for Supreme King. Touch into space this time with Haka Chinaya. Lovely flip of pass this time. And the goalkeeper needs to dive in to stop that promising run there from Atanaya Divine from a real perfect pass from Akwacho. Chinaya. Look how good Chinaya had really been having the right time of ball, dominating. And accurate, well release of passes to break the defense line of the Kwara FA. But still, the door not opened well by the Kwara FA backline for the Supreme Kings breakthrough. We're already approaching halftime of this game. John Mezak unable to go past the strong and energetic man in the back line, just like a rock for Kwara FA. Latif Yusuf. Samuel Sunday now wants to break forward. 1-on-1 with the defender to travel, trying to drive forward, and loses that without any contact. Oh, that's a lovely touch of easy pass. And Chinaya with another wrong pass of a promising attack. Free kick given Kwara FA's way. That'll be for Supreme King's advantage. Good ball forward now. As the Sadiq is there. We're starting confidently. He's been brilliant in this game as a Sadiq. Every single position from that left wing position, both in attack and in the middle of the area, making that perfect recovery as well, back to his normal position as a left back. Having the best of time of ball recovery, and having the best of time as well to join the attack up front for a perfect delivery of crosses. But still unable to use one for a breakthrough for Kwara FA to take the lead in this game. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well from Atenaya Divine. It is blocked well by Abdulatif Yusuf to make it easy for Wahid Said to welcome. This is Summer Sunday once again for Kwara FA. Touched by Adam Said. Fawaz Zakaria. Trying to recreate the best position for his own team and before releasing the pass. Akim Sani. Fawaz. Recreating well with his defender. Aziz Sadiq turns to the middle. Flips that wall to fix Sunday Samuel, who is coming from an offside position. The flag is on for an offside, was seen by the assistant referee. Commentary start with Michael Promise. Adeleke Olabisi. Free kick to be another challenge over there from Aziz Sadiq. We send an apology to Messi Anthony. Anthony not really happy with the challenge there from Aziz Sadiq. The left back who had really been fantastic in this game. Send an apology despite to Antonio, who is not really interested in having any apology from Aziz Sadiq. The young talented players are young shall grow players. These young boys are having that potential to deliver if they are well nurtured for better opportunities. Like of Aziz Sadiq and Anthony. Who are amazing, representing the Supreme King Aziz Sadiq for the Kwara FA. These are young players who have the potential to deliver at the top level. We are waiting for the additional time of the first 45 minutes of this game will be from the fourth official. Still goalless for the last group game in Group A fixture. The other Group B fixtures as well will come down today. The last game for Sunshine Stars will be against Darazo immediately after this, and then we have the last game as well from Group B from the tabletop of the Group B, who are both having same points. It's going to be a decisive game. Now surely the time it will finish top in Group B between Grassrunners and Right to Win, where they both have 6 points gathered so far each. They're yet to lose a single game so far in Group B. They have same point, but goal difference separating them +3 for Grassrunner, +2 for Right to Win. Two minutes of additional time. You were minus. Camely done by Albab Marvelous. Well, I may see 1-on-1 with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Kwara FA bench on John Mezak to be booked, but at the moment there is a player down for Kwara FA. It's a muscle problem. There is a call of a stretcher on the player down for the Kwara FA. Player is being stretched out, trying to figure out where exactly is the player down injured. It's been stretched off the field at the moment. A signal that he will not be fit to continue this game, with a sign from the player putting hard to face. So we already approaching half-time break, possibly maybe having more 15 minutes to attend to confirm if he's going to be okay to continue this game. Flowers with another lovely long wall measure pass. Caught well into space. Good, excellent set piece of ball from Samuel Sunday from the right hand side, keeping it to the middle. Cross not grabbed well by goalkeeper, but was very lucky. No follow up from the Kwara FA player. Hakim Sonny is okay after enough time was spent by the medics of the team to attend to him. I guess the centre forward may not be interested in taking the risk to continue. Was introduced just in half time with 21 minutes of football play, taking the place of Amada Babatunde. But the centre forward as well may not be free to continue this game, as he's still strapping on his toes, as the coach will have to possibly look to bench to possibly make the changes before half-time break. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That same man was called yesterday on the score sheet again. With a beautiful ball turn-in. And the centre forward showing his class of difference. John Mensah again. He scored yesterday, and this time around he scored with his right foot. He scored with a fine flip of heading yesterday, and this time around it's a U-turning excellently done by the centre forward to put Supreme King late to half time to lead by goal to nil. With just the possible last kick of this half, Supreme King leads Kwara FA by goal to nil. And that's goal. It's the last kick of the game with just little seconds to half time. John Mensah shook the heart of the Kwara FA to lead the Kwara FA by goal to nil. Lovely finish there from the centre forward. And to half time for the match day 3 fixture from Group A is Kwara FA nil, Supreme King 1. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before they finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime Anthony. Jaime again. Jaime again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before they finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime Anthony. Jaime again. Jaime again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before they finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime Anthony. Jaime again. Jaime again. Antonio restarting back. Challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start in today's game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. Oh, I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime C. Anthony. Jaime C. again. Jaime C. again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start in today's game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. Oh, I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime C. Anthony. Jaime C. again. And Jaime C. again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime C. Antoni. Jaime C. again. Jaime C. again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by Supreme Sporting yesterday. No foul given by referee. It's a reflexes. Foul seen by referee this time. And Jaime C. Antoni. Jaime C. again. Jaime C. again. Antonio restarting back. A challenge of a contact seen well by a referee. United decides to shoot himself. And that's Supreme King are having the best of confidence as well to push to play. Fine cross. What a chance. On the top of the crossbar to the rescue. They're coming closer to strikes forced again from another. Getting themselves to play after having a slow start into this game. The substitute, Akim Sonny. Lose out the ball possession cheaply. This may be dangerous and deadly to punish the Kwara FA. Can they just get themselves right again? And at the end, the strike is deflected well. I may see one-on-one with Sadiq this time. Anthony did excellently well. The flag is up this time on John Mezak. Supreme King will also come forward now. John Mensah with a turn-in! And they have the breakthrough. That's it. The opening goal for the Supreme King yesterday before we finally lost that game 2-1. Fight for the top position in Group A, hanged by now back to the second half of this game. Chance possibly to a perfect second half start. Vital interception of ball, so much needed. A big sacrifice made by the defender. That should have just been Supreme King's second goal to a perfect start. And the defender have to sacrifice his whole body with a vital interception of ball to rescue Kwara FA from conceding goal number 2. Just a perfect start of the second half for Supreme King to lead by 2-0. Good run forward of attack from Atunaya Divine. The last third throw, his own teammate was caught well quickly by the defender, who have to rescue all his whole body to make that vital interception. The defender dribbling solid in the back line, Hamda Kudus. Penalty from a strong head of ball. The hand touch from Abdul Latif Yusuf. Wilfred Destiny, the two centre back. I guess it wasn't an intentional handball, but the centre referee will book the defender Abdul Latif Yusuf for that. And finally, Supreme King will have another big opportunity from the sport kick to increase the tally from themselves. And it's the same man who scored the opening goal on the match day 1 fixture yesterday against the Sporting Supreme. So possibly score brace again. John Mezak is the man who scored the only goal for now, separating these two sides, and is stepping forward with his big responsibility again to increase the margin and increase the tally. Increase his scoring chart as well in the Super 8 to 3 to join the likes of Moise Adeleke and Musa Lassizi, who are both in 3 goals. If he scores now, he'll surely go same score chart with Musa Lassizi and Moise Adeleke, who as well have 3 goals each scored so far in the Super 8. John Mezak with a big responsibility now from the sport kick to make it 2 for Supreme King. Well dispatched and sends goalkeeper the wrong way. Beautifully done. Calmly done. No pressure. Sends goalkeeper wide side the wrong way to increase Supreme King goal tally to 2 at the moment. They leads by 2-0 to a perfect second half start. Seems just to be over for these two sides, but Supreme King will finish as a runner-up at the end of this in Group A. Jamesak may set a record for himself to become the first player to score a hat-trick in the Super 8. We've had numbers of players who had scored brace. Musa Lasizi does yesterday against the Sunshine Stars under 19, scoring brace, scoring the winner. Muiz Adeleke as well scored brace, scoring the winner. And John Mezak as well brace at the moment to possibly set the first record in this second edition of the Super 8 here at the Eket Township Stadium, Akwa Ibom, to become the first player to score hat-trick in the Super 8 year 2026. The player is down at the moment for the Supreme King. Free kick in a possible range to strike to pull one back, and that is just nowhere near. Disappointing this time from Quadri Ahmed. Still high, goal kick. They're able to pull one back after conceding 2 early goals against Sporting Supreme in the opening fixture of the Kwara FA. Hopefully they'll be able to get something back to Kwara State. Confirm they will leave immediately after this game back home. Hopefully they'll have something to share back home about the Super 8 journey. We wish them all the very best back home immediately after this game. But as it stands now, they may have to travel back home empty-handed with nothing to show. Samo Sunday. Game still not done to possibly pull one back and get a meaningful result at the end of this game. It's a challenge on the center forward. Free kick given Kwara FA's way. Double substitutions is going to be the last test of the game for Ablatif Yusuf. He's going to be making way for another fresh leg introduction. James David will take the place of Abdulateef Yusuf. It's the last stage of the game for Samuel Sunday as well. The centre forward had done his own part for Kwara FA in this game as he makes way for another fresh leg up front to finish this game for Kwara FA. No, just too high. Ismail Abe is the man who takes the place of Samuel Sunday. Kwara FA pushing forward now for goal reduction. Retrieved with power now. Not the best of pass this time from Achnaya Divine. Encouraging one to restart. Keeping that 2 is on advantage. Watching to just to see how they can just push for more of attack. Fine cross! What a goal! Beautiful teamwork. Hat-trick hero. He set a big record for himself to become the first player in the Super 8 to score hat-trick. John Menzak is his name. What a fine finish of ball. Lovely release of cross, once again excellently done, well delivered. And John Menzak become the first man in the Super 8 second edition to score hat-trick. And for Supreme King, that is another good achievable record set by the centre forward. What a lovely well delivered cross. And the finish was absolutely brilliant. To find heading into the back of the net to set a big record for himself. And that surely will never be forgotten by the annually called for the second edition. To have the first player in the second edition to score hat-trick on the last day of the group stage. But nevertheless, the scoreline will still not push them to anywhere. Eket Kingsley with a lovely well-delivered cross. And the player have to do the rest. So going forward now. 3 goals in advantage of the Supreme King, who are now showing their supremacy over the Kwara FA, leading by 3 goals to 0. He will surely be the man of the match in this game, John Menzak. No doubt about that. Oh, saved. That was really close for his goal number 4 in this game. He's really having the best of time to enjoy himself up front, John Mezak. And having the best of time to express himself well. In a joyful mood. What a way to announce yourself as another big man. Despite the elimination confirmed, he's still setting that big record to become the first player in the second edition of the Super 8 to score hat-trick. Wouldn't mind what the result surely looks like at the end of it. We're surely not going to seal any progression to the final. But the record is surely set by John Mezak himself. We'll still have the best of opportunity to see John Mezak again to go for the post to the rescue. The boy is on fire at the moment. His goal against Sporting Supreme Shores is another classic player to watch up front. A good finisher, a deadly man, a goal poacher, a goal getter. Once again, almost close to making goal number 4 for himself and 4 as well for Supreme King, who are proving their supremacy. That was really close. Divine Sunday Samuel cropping out to watch this game from the bench after having his own start. Ismail Habib taking that place up front. Richard Weltree. That's a foul. Free kick. John Mezak is down. He has single-handedly punished Kwara FA in this game with his hat-trick. Was almost close to score goal number 4. He's down at the moment, John Mezak. He's really been able to deliver the perfect day for the Supreme King exist in this tournament. The match finisher is down. The deadly finisher up front, he's down at the moment. He had single-handedly punished Kwara FA in this game. Michael Promise. Straight to goalkeeper's hand. This time not really convincing there from Eket Kingsley. Chinaya. Best for Anthony. Too much for Messi Anthony to chase. Attempting to just captivate the best of moment for himself. Right now to just see how sensational he had really been in this game. John Mesak setting that record for himself, and Supreme King as well in the record of the second edition as the man who scored hat-trick to become that first man in the Super 8 to score hat-trick after Musa Lasizi was scored brace yesterday for the grass on our south side alongside Muiz Adeleke was scored brace for Sporting Supreme, unable to complete the mission. John Mesa set that record straight for himself, becoming the first player in the second edition of the Super 8 to score hat-trick. And that surely is something to achieve well by the right of the Supreme King. That surely is something achievable and well achieved by the Supreme King. They're still not done to push for goal number 4. And the goalkeeper is seriously in pain at the moment. Why Saeed, who wants to retaliate on the player who had a contact on him. And that is going to be a quick call on the player down for the Supreme King alongside goalkeeper Wahid Saeed. Supreme King are preparing. For substitution. On supremacy! Goal number 4, and it's now becoming easy for Supreme King to fire up front. This time, Mr. Different goal scorer, Ohamesi Anthony, put himself on the score sheet as well with a number 10 jersey for Supreme King. We're now run rioting and whitewashing the Kwara FA at the moment to surely go home with his heavy scoreline and defeat to end their Super 8 campaign. As it stands now, Supreme King leads by 4 goals to 0. Foul scene, free kick. The best of options now is just to get something better back home, to get a meaningful result. As it stands now, it's really looking devastating. An heavy defeat for Kwara FA to bear. Heavy scoreline as it stands. Disappointing ending to their Super 8 campaign with a heavy scoreline. Kwara FA will have to go back home. It's going to be a quick call of the medics on a player who goes down for Kwara FA. Unaware without having any contact from the Supreme King. I guess the center referee needs to call the medics quickly to attend to the player. This player will come in as a substitute. good luck. They've had two players who were substituted in this game and still have to be replaced. I guess they need to just work on their more physicality and health. Talking of the Kwara FA players, they have almost two players introduced in the second half of this game who already as well been replaced. Didn't spend much more time before being replaced back, despite being introduced not in the starting lineup for this game. Hakim Sonny as well was introduced before halftime break, didn't finish the game before being replaced due to an injury. And once again, good luck as well. Introduced to the start of the second half, may not finish this game due to injury to pave way for another player's introduction. Eket Kingsley. Good luck is introduced by another fresh leg. Sunday Slyman for the Kwara FA. Micah Promise. Olabisi Adeleke. Free another forward attack. This is scoreline. It seems to be more heavy. Wait, enough goal margin scored so far from the match day one. The highest goal so far before today had only been 2 goals in advantage of Grasshopers without conceding 2-0. All the result had been 2-1 each from the day one matches. This is the heaviest scoreline we've witnessed in the Super 8 coming on the last day of the group game in match day 3 between Supreme King and Kwara FA, where it stands to be Supreme King leading by 4-0. Kwara FA are yet to have a single shot on target in the second half of this game. Go see. Right out to just to push for another intense attack. Supreme King's advantage. Wonder what the instruction from the head coach of the Kwara FA is all about at the moment with 4 goals unreplied. A devastating result. I have a scoreline. A poor end to the campaign of the Super 8. They'll have to travel back home immediately after this game. And I wonder what the discussion surely will be for almost 18 hours journey. Still not yet satisfied. The Supreme King trying to push. The player down in pain for Supreme King. Touch out. Fair enough, with the best of confidence to just still play in this game and still rightly rotating well. We'll have the best of attack. Pushing with confidence, they're still desperate for more. Sunshine Stars will play next from Group B. Nothing to offer between Sunshine Stars and Darazo will play next as well. Nothing to fight for. It's a right of a table decider between Grassrunners and Right to Win, who will play the last game for the match day 3, 4 p.m. Nigeria time. And that will be the last game for today's fixture of the match day 3 to come to the end of the group stage. After confirming the qualification, a rush to strike. Not really bad thinking. The boys on fire so far in this game. John Mensak setting that big record for himself, becoming the first player in the Super 8 second edition of the Henry Cup year 2026, scoring a hat-trick. That surely is something well achievable, and we'll surely take that home as something you should be proud of at the end of the Super 8, despite their exits from the Super 8. Like I promise, we'll have to restart the joining of the attack once again with the goalkeeper who had not really been having any work to do so far in this second half. Was only tested as well twice all through half time. Iwa Minos. There is going to be substitutions as well from the bench of the Supreme King alongside. It's the man who scored the 4th goal. He's off this game. Ohamesi Anthony as he makes way for another fresh leg introduction. He had done his own part scoring the 4th goal. And that's surely enough. 1 assist, 1 goal for Ohamesi Anthony. Eket Kingsley, the man who provided the hat-trick goal for John Mezak. Chance to score 4. He's uncatchable. He's unstoppable. The boy at the moment is on fire. These are chances he will sure bury. His name surely would never be forgotten. The Super 8 second edition of the year 2026. John Mesak is his name. Setting that big record to become the first ever player in the NUD Cup Super 8 to score 4 goals in a single game. What a day to announce yourself to the whole world how good you are and how talented you are up front. John Mesak is the name. Wonderful moment for the young, talented, promising centre forward on the score sheet. 5 now for Supreme King. Unreplied for Kwara FA. They're becoming airless at the moment, Kwara FA. John Mesak becoming more famous. Just so devastating to see how Kwara FA had really come to just about our team in the Super 8. Not really. Oh! This boy is on fire. The boy is uncatchable and unstoppable. Every single chance is for him really counting. He's the king of Supreme. Behind the Supreme, there is always John Mesak, who is the king. At the moment, this result will be part of his football journey. 1 minute of additional time is shown. Oh, I guess I was not even expecting any additional time with the scoreline. As it stands, both sides will start packing their bag and baggages back home, but just in a good way to end the journey for the Supreme King. A poor and a devastating, disastrous, heartbreaking, heavy scoreline. Poor run to the end of the Super 8 for the Kwara FA. We'll surely go back home in sober mode with this heavy scoreline. Just a disappointing result. Coming into this Super 8 as a contender and now finishing as a pretender. That comes to close. Both sides are out, but nevertheless, it is just one of the best outings to finish their journeys for the Super 8 second edition Supreme King. You just have to feel sorry for the Kwara FA who have to go back home empty-handed with nothing to offer. And I wonder how the journey will look like going back home with this heavy scoreline. And after full time for the match day 3, the last from the Group A, a Supreme King, John Mesa 4. John Mensah, Supreme King 4, and Supreme King win 5. Kwara FA, A plus and O plus nil. And that is the full time for the match day 3 opening fixture from Group A. Supreme King 5, John Mensah scoring 4, Kwara FA nil. We see for the next game involving Sunshine Stars and Darazo FC. Bye for now.
The chairman of the club, Samuel, is a happy man because he came and he saw everybody. Okay, you can see him trying to go ball. It's highlight Tomba, Johnson Mission, congratulations. Ryan White, join us here. We are to go. Coach Okonkwo, who told me yesterday after the match, interview with me, he said I'm going to see the difference in three things, which I see this morning. Bishop, come back. Your point. Keep a ball. You scored 4 goals. You finish me. Now we be like this. How you want me? Oh, they clap now. All the people now. I'm sure. Inviting you to the match in the team. Congratulations. Stay with the ball alone. Well, I don't get my car. Move, time for our ball.
Dorazo did not update their lineup, so I may not share the lineup for any of the teams. Only Sunshine updated theirs. Use the mic.
Finally, who are you dedicating this Man of the Month award to? I think you took the first one. This is your first one. Yes. Who are you dedicating this award to? Who's your boss? Don't your boss? I'm past the boss. Please come on. You are the boss. Yes, sir. He said he's dedicating this to you. Congratulations. So what do you have to say?
And I assure you that before the end of the summer, he's not going to be here. So he knows our capacity, he knows what we can do. So summer,
wow! This chairman is whole work of national.
Yeah, 100%.
So, God bless you.
Please confirm when we can end this match and start the next game.
But I don't come up for the service league.
Now, if you don't do it,
was that as a result of your chairmanship and what you said yesterday? When you lost, was that because it's around now and not going to do your job?
no, it's
Coach.
We saw your chairman on the bench. You say because he started on the bench, that's why the boys were running back very because I saw them. Of course, they won that yesterday. Will have won that match. Was it because your chairman was on the bench?
This is our motivation. That is what we know, that we are supreme and we can go last. And anywhere we go, we always speak a message. So I told them, remember what message are we speaking to these people?
Finally, you are going home not disgraced. So, what do you say? Congratulations. First of all, take care. Thank you so much.